Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. Today we're going to be doing a vinyasa flow, playing around with some really fun transitions, some different kinds of movement. So I hope that you are ready to have some fun. Don't take it too seriously, just try to go with the flow, and I hope you enjoy the class. All right, we're going to get started in child's pose. So you can just bring your knees together. And then we're going to drop the forehead down on the mat and reach the arms forward. Close your eyes and just start to connect to your breath here. So just taking a moment to find our grounding before we start to move. To notice the present moment, different sounds around you, the different smells. And just letting go of whatever happened this morning, whatever you still need to do during the rest of the day. And allowing yourself to just be fully present with yourself for the next 30 minutes or so. Let's take one more breath here. On your next inhale, let's slowly rise up into tabletop, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. And we're going to start to move cat and cow. So on an inhale, drop the belly, open up the heart, gaze forward. Exhale to round the spine. And inhale to open up the heart. Exhale to round. Let's go for a few more rounds, breathing in. And exhale, pressing the mat away from you, hollowing the lower belly. And 2 more. On your next inhale, let's come back to a neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes underneath the heels. We're just going to start to rock back and forth. So getting a little bit of a stretch in the wrists. And then from here, we're going to come back to stillness. Turn your fingers so they point towards the outer edges of the mat, and we're just going to take a gentle rock side to side. And then staying here, we're just going to turn the fingers so they point towards each other, palms face up. Inhale to open up your fingers super wide, and then exhale to squeeze your hands into fists. So the backs of the hands are against the mat. Inhale to open up the fingers, exhale, squeeze into fists. And one more to open, and then exhale to squeeze into fists as hard as you can. And then let's come back to tabletop. We're going to keep the toes tucked, just lift your knees off the mat. 2 more breaths here, engaging the core. From here, we're going to lift the right foot off the mat, and we're going to kick the right leg through to the left. Bend your left knee, cactus your left arm. Come back to floating table. Switch sides, lift your left foot, kick it under, through to the right, cactus your right arm, bend your right knee. Come back to floating table. Kick the right leg through to the left, cactus your left arm. Come back to floating table. Just going at your own pace here. You can go slow, or you can go a little bit faster, maybe adding a little bit of a hop. Just make sure that you're staying in control here. The core is engaged. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ending with the left leg kicking through. Come back to floating table. Drop your knees down on the mat. Walk your hands all the way up to the top of the mat, and then drop your chest and chin or forehead down to the floor, puppy pose. Squeeze the navel in, pull the hips back and up. On your next inhale, let's look forward. We're going to slide through to baby cobra. Inhale here. Exhale, release the chest back down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Tuck your toes, send your hips all the way back to your heels, and then up, downward facing dog. It's your first down dog, so you can take your time to walk it out, bending and straightening the legs, shaking out the head, whatever you need to do to loosen up the body. Let's take another 3 breaths here. All right. On your next inhale, let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee and open up the hip. And then we're just going to circle that right knee in one direction, big circles. And switch directions. On your next inhale, come back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, let's kick the right leg through to the left. So we're going to bring the right knee in towards the chest. Kick through to the left, bend your left knee, cactus your left arm, just as we did before. Now from here, let's bring the left hand back down on the mat. We're going to keep this right knee bent and pivot into wild thing. All right, so the right knee is bent, left leg is straight, right arm reaches over the right ear. On your next exhale, the right hand comes down on the mat. Let's bring the right knee to the right elbow, and then step your right foot on the outside of the right hand. And here, let's move around a little bit and maybe rocking back and forth, side to side, maybe bouncing the hips, whatever feels good. Okay, keep moving here. And then looking forward, let's step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Active squat, reach your arms above the head. Let's hold for 3. Squeeze the navel in, 2. 1, exhale, malasana. Bend your knees a lot. Yogi squat. Let's try to pull those shoulders back and down, lengthen through the crown of the head. And then from here, the right arm reaches out to the right. Let's lift the left arm up to the sky, open up the heart, maybe look up at your left hand. One more breath here, finding more space. Exhale, hands come back to the heart space. Left arm reaches out to the left, inhale, right arm reaches up. Add one more breath here. Exhale, hands come back to the heart space. Let's stand up tall, straighten the legs, reach the arms above your head. Exhale, heel toe your feet together, and then fold forward, Uttanasana. You can bend your knees a lot here, grab opposite hand to opposite elbow, and just find a little bit of a sway side to side. Once again, just loosening up the body. Making sure that your head is hanging heavy here, your shoulders are relaxed. Let's release the hands down on the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Drop your knees down. Let's drop the chest and chin down. Look forward. Slide through baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And finding a little bit more length here, a little bit more height in the hips. On your next inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up the hip. Let's circle that left knee in one direction. And switch. On your next inhale, three-legged dog, send it back. Exhale, let's kick the left leg through to the right. Bend the right knee, cactus the right arm. From here, wild thing, right hand comes back down on the mat. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, pivot onto the outer blade of the right foot. Left toes come down on the mat. And left arm reaches over your left ear. And on your next exhale, left hand comes down on the floor. Let's bring the left knee to the left elbow into a lunge. And just moving around here. Just trying to open up the left hip. Remember to keep the glutes engaged, the core engaged. And then let's look forward. Let's step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Active squat, inhale. And on your exhale, prayer squat, malasana. Inhale, let's straighten the legs, stand up tall. Heel toe your feet together. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, your vinyasa. So you can drop the knees or not. Coming through chaturanga, up dog or cobra. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. All right, we're going to repeat that. We're just going to add one little thing. So on your next inhale, let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, let's kick the right leg through to the left. Bend your left knee, cactus your left arm. From here, wild thing. Keep your core engaged. Left hand comes back down on the mat. Right arm reaches over the head. Exhale, let's step the right foot to the top of the mat. Maybe the right hand stays in the air, and you reach your right arm towards the top of the mat. Now let's stay here. Let's kick the left leg through the left arm and right hand. Maybe your left foot slides on the floor, and that's okay. And then let's step that left foot back. And now let's step it to active squat. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Let's bring the hands down on the mat. Maybe your knees connect to your elbows for crow pose. Transferring the weight into your hands. Add one more breath here. And then let's drop both feet back down. Inhale, straighten the legs, rise up high mountain, heel toe your feet together. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, optional vinyasa. All the way back to down dog. Same thing, left side. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, let's kick the left leg through to the right, bend the right knee, cactus the right arm. Wild thing, right hand comes back down on the mat. Left arm reaches over the left ear, open up the heart. Now look towards the top of the mat. Left arm keeps reaching towards the top of the mat. Let's step the left foot to the top left corner. Look towards your left hand. Kick your right leg through. Step it back. Right foot steps into a squat. Inhale, the arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Maybe hands connect to the floor for crow pose. And hold. On your next exhale, drop both feet. Active squat, inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, straighten your legs, heel toe the feet together. Exhale to fold forward. Now let's separate the feet hip width distance apart. We're going to slide one hand at a time underneath your feet. Palms of the hands are connected to the soles of the feet. And the toes are in your wrist creases. And then here you can just wiggle the toes, pressing them down into your wrists. Make sure your head is relaxed. Keep engaging your core. Keep straightening the legs. And then one hand at a time. Let's remove the hands from underneath the feet. We're going to take a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Optional vinyasa. All the way back to downward facing dog. All right, we're going to do that one breath, one movement, and we're going to add on after crow pose. So inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, kick your right leg through to the right. Wild thing, left hand comes down on the mat. Flip your whole body around. Right arm reaches over right ear. Exhale, let's step the right foot to the top right corner of your mat. Kick your left leg through. Step your left foot back. Step your left foot into a squat. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, crow pose. And if crow pose is not an option, you can just stay in malasana. From here, let's only drop the right foot down. Step your left foot way back, warrior two. Just gonna turn around. All right, from here, reverse triangle, straighten your right leg, flex your right toes. Exhale, bend. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your right leg straight. Bring your hands to the heart space. Exhale, bend your left knee. Skandasana. And hold. And from here, we're going to sit down behind the left heel. Right hand comes behind your right leg. So imagine you want to create kind of like a triangle shape between your right hip, right hand, and right ankle. We're going to press into the left foot, lean into the right hand, lift the hips, reach your left arm over your left ear. So it's kind of a very wide-legged wild thing. On your next exhale, re-bend into the left knee, sit back on the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Right hand comes on the mat, pointing towards the back of your mat. Let's pivot into a lunge, so you're facing the back of your mat. And then left arm reaches up to the sky. And hold. Keep pulling your left hip back, reaching through the crown of the head. And now staying in the twist, we're just going to lift the right fingertips off the floor and come into revolved crescent lunge. And on your next inhale, let's circle the left hand down. Big step forward, right knee into the chest. And then we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee and sink down low. Figure 4. And on your next inhale, stand up tall. Right foot just steps on the floor beside the left. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Optional vinyasa. Now on the left side, inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, kick your left foot through to the right, cactus your right arm. Wild thing, right hand comes down on the mat. Left arm reaches over your left ear. Look towards the front of the mat, left foot steps to the top left corner. Kick your right foot through. Step your right foot back. Squat, right foot steps on the outside of the right hand. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the heart space. Float, crow pose, or just stay in your squat. From here, drop your left foot down, step your right foot back, warrior two. One breath here. And then reverse triangle. Flex your left toes for 5. Exhale, warrior two. 4. 3. 2. 1. Hands to the heart space, bend the right knee, Skandasana. And on your next exhale, let's lower the hips. Left hand comes behind you. Press into your right foot. Lift the hips off the floor. Wide-legged wild thing. And on your next exhale, re-bend into the right knee. Come back to Skandasana. Left hand comes down on the mat. Pivot into a lunge facing the front of your mat again. Right arm reaches up to the sky. And now staying in the twist, using the strength of your core, let's just lift that left hand off the mat. Revolved crescent lunge. On your next inhale, big step forward, left knee into the chest. Flex your left toes. Exhale, left foot crosses over the right knee, figure 4. And next inhale, stand up tall, left knee into the chest. Exhale, left foot steps beside the right, fold forward. Uttanasana. Deep breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or float through your vinyasa, optional. And we meet back in downward facing dog. All right, from here, let's step the feet a little tiny bit closer to the hands and separate them a little bit further apart than you normally would. The right arm will reach underneath the body and across for the left ankle. Take a deep breath in here with a straight right arm, and then exhale, bend your right elbow and look underneath your left shoulder. Keep engaging the lower belly, keep lifting the hips, pulling them back and up. On your next inhale, right hand comes back to downward facing dog. And then let's extend left arm underneath the body and across, holding on to maybe the right ankle, maybe a little bit higher up on the leg, whatever is most accessible for you. And on your next inhale, come back to downward facing dog. All right, we're going to do that whole thing once again. The exact same thing. We're just going to add one pose at the very end. So from down dog, inhale, the right leg reaches up high. Exhale, kick the right leg through, cactus your left arm. To wild thing, left hand on the mat, right arm reaches over the right ear. Step your right foot to the top of the mat, kick your left foot through. Step your left foot back, step into a squat. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor, crow pose. Right foot steps down on the mat, left foot steps way back, warrior two. Reverse triangle for 3. Exhale. 2. 1. Skandasana, keep your right leg straight, bend your left knee. Sit down, right hand comes behind you. Inhale, lift the hips. Left arm reaches up over your left ear. Exhale, re-bend into the left knee. Lift the hips off the mat. Right hand comes down on the floor. Pivot into a lunge facing the back of your mat. Left arm reaches up. Next inhale, revolved crescent lunge. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, figure 4. Now adding on, you can either stay here in figure 4 or bring your elbows down so that they're connected to your right leg. So the right elbow just under the right knee, left elbow to the left knee. Maybe you can bring your hands down on the mat. And then maybe you can start to lean into your arms, perhaps lifting the left foot off the mat, maybe extending it out. And coming back out the same way you came in. Let's meet in figure 4. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, lower the right foot down and fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, high plank, optional. Vinyasa. All the way back to down dog. Same thing, left side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, kick through to the right. Wild thing. Inhale. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Exhale. Kick your right leg through. Step the right foot back. Step into a squat. Inhale. Exhale, hands down on the mat, crow pose. Maybe the left foot steps down between your hands. Right foot steps back. Warrior 2. Reverse triangle for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale here, exhale, sit the hips down. Left hand comes behind you. Press into your right leg, right arm reaches up. Exhale, back to Skandasana. Left hand comes down on the mat. Twist with an open, lunge with an open twist. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale, revolved crescent. Next inhale, big step forward, left knee into the chest, and then sinking down, figure 4. You can stay here, or you can fold over your left leg, connecting the elbows to the left leg, maybe leaning forward, lifting the right foot off the mat, and this is already amazing, or extending the leg. And let's all meet in figure 4. Inhale, stand up tall, left knee into the chest, and then left foot steps beside the right. High mountain, breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back. Your vinyasa. And we meet in child's pose. So dropping the knees down, dropping the forehead down on the mat. And you can close your eyes here. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. Notice the rhythm of your breath and how different this child's pose feels to the very first one that we took. Now let's take 2 more breaths here. And whenever you're ready, we're going to come back to downward facing dog. And let's take a deep, full breath in. And then exhale through the mouth. And one more deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. On your next inhale, let's lift the right leg up high. Exhale, right knee to chest. Hold. Try to touch your thigh to your stomach for 3, 2, 1. And then step your right foot between your hands. Drop the left knee down, Uttanasana. The arms reach up above the head. And you can stay here or interlace your hands at the back of your head and open up the heart even more. On your next exhale, half splits with airplane wings. Reach the arms back and up, reach your chest forward. From here, crescent lunge. Bend the right knee, lift your left knee off the mat, reach the arms up high. Exhale, warrior 2. Let's straighten the right leg, reach through the right fingertips for Trikonasana. Inhale, open up the arms. And now using the strength of your core, inhale, rise up. Hands connect together and bring them down to the heart space. Bend your left knee, Skandasana, and then we're just going to sit down. Bring your left foot to the inner right thigh, Janurshashasana. Inhale to lengthen your upper body. Exhale to fold over the right leg. On your next inhale, slowly rise back up. Let's cross the left foot over the right. And we're going to cross the right elbow over the left for eagle arms. Inhale to lift the elbows up and away from your body. Exhale to fold over your legs. Maybe you can hold onto the toes. And then you can relax your forehead down into your elbow creases. And on your next inhale, slowly rise up. Release the bind of the hands, uncross the feet. Let's bend the knees, lift the hips off the mat, reverse table. 2 more breaths here. And then exhale, slowly lower the hips down, cross your shins, roll over, come back to downward facing dog. On your inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Hold, lift up higher. 3, 2, 1. And then step your left foot between your hands. Ground the right knee. Reach the arms up. Anjanasana. Either stay here or again, interlace your hands at the back of your head. Pull the elbows apart and lift the heart even more. On your next exhale, half splits. Left leg is straight, arms reach back. And from here, Crescent Lunge. Let's lift the right knee off the mat. Exhale, Warrior 2. Just gonna switch sides. And then let's straighten the left leg for Trikonasana. Reach through the left fingertips. When you can't anymore, open up the arms. Left fingertips reach down towards the floor. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. On your next inhale, using the strength of your core, rise up. Bring your hands together. Bend the right knee. Keep the left leg straight. And then sit down. Bring your right foot against the inner left thigh, Janurshashasana. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. On your next inhale, slowly rise back up. Let's cross the right foot over the left elbow over the right, eagle arms. Inhale, exhale to fold. And one more breath here. And then let's release, undo the bind of the arms, uncross the feet. Inhale, reach the arms above your head, grow tall. Exhale, fold over your legs. Keep engaging the legs here, keep engaging the core. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then slowly we're going to rise back up. Bend your knees. Let's come all the way down to the back. And you can just relax your head down on the mat. Open up your knees wide, reclined butterfly pose. Hands can be on your stomach and chest. If you have a pillow, you can always place it under your rib cage to add a little bit more openness to the chest area, the heart space. If not, lying on the back is completely fine. Your hands can stay on the stomach and chest, or you can open up your arms to the sides. Close your eyes. Notice the warmth of the body. Notice your heartbeat, the rhythm of your breath. And just feel the openness in the hips, the openness in your heart. Feeling open to whatever the universe has in store for you. Open to new friendships, open to new love, open to new experiences. And feeling open to life. Trusting that the universe is always looking out for you. And all you need to do is surrender, let go, and just go with the flow of things, with the flow of life, without holding on to anything, without pushing anything away. And with each breath out that you take, feel yourself relaxing more and more. Feel all your muscles softening. Imagining like you're melting down into the mat. You can stay here with your legs bent, or you can eventually extend one leg at a time out in front of you, coming into your final Shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Please feel free and stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. I hope that you enjoyed the class. If you did, please leave a comment down below and please subscribe to my channel. It really supports me. And I hope to see you again next week. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.